Okay, now that I know that this is a Grumman turret drive for a TBF TBM, I'm going to do a Q-tip cleanup of it. See if I can't figure out some of the little details it may be hiding. So like I said, just Q-tips. I'm just going to clean it real gentle and see if I can't get some of this grime off of here. Maybe there might be something else to find out, to look at. It's in pretty good shape overall, I'd say. So yeah, I did the research on it, and that's these numbers come up. It's a TBF TBM Grumman rear ball turret, Azimuth clutch and drive. So it's pretty rare. The pictures that I see of them in planes are usually missing, or parts of them are missing. This one seems to be fairly complete. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it up here, show you the progress I made. It's kind of the before pictures. I'm just going to get this gunk out of here, get some of this grime off, just using some water and at most maybe some diluted rubbing alcohol. So I'll cut and we'll get to it. Okay, so I was really careful. I made sure not to over clean anything. I didn't take any paint off of it whatsoever. All I did was just gently clean what was on there. So I didn't get everything off, of course, because some of this is kind of it looks like some kind of, maybe it was some clear lubricant at the time it was put on there. It's really hard caked on there now, but it could probably be removed with some chemicals. So this looks like it was some kind of maybe Hall effect sensor right here. You can see the hole on that side, and then if you look at this side, it really looks like some kind of sensor, you know, holder, like a modern one. So maybe it was a magnetic sensor that came and counted the teeth on this guy, because I don't see anywhere that maybe that the teeth were run. That maybe it was just the spikes that were used to count revolutions for some kind of analog, you know, azimuthometer, whatever the technical term would be. So here it is in the plane. I just want to kind of show it, because like, I know what the plane is, but maybe you guys don't. This is what we're talking about here. This is a TBF. I think this is for a TBM. I'm not positive, but this is what we're talking about. Now this ball turret swivels up and down, and it also swivels left and right. Well, this drive is what spins the ring. See, here's the gear here. Here's the gear here. This meshes with the teeth of the ring that moves the ball left and right. So even though it doesn't appear to move left and right, it does. It absolutely does. And this is what drives it. And it's an electrical drive with a clutch that has a lockout and a sticker. What's interesting about this sticker is that this sticker would be right behind this shadow, which would be completely invisible inside of the aircraft. I mean, you climb up into this way to get into the ball. So if you're looking at the plane, it would be on the other side, but it would be like right here, hanging down, but on the other side. If you watch Bismarck's video, there is part of this hanging there. I think it's missing this motor canister, and this thing is like never been removed, or if it was done during the wartime period. I mean, it is just pristine. This thing is just immaculate, like it was just taken out of the plane. It's unbelievable. I still can't believe it. So there are some extra numbers here that I did notice. There's a number on this top kind of cover plate assembly. There's a number on the back side of this arm right here. There appear to be some stamped in markings on it in a couple places. This of course is marked in the top of the transmission. Let me see if I can't find some of those stampings. So these are kind of cool. I think that these probably had something to do with the indexing of the turret ring itself. You got high, low, and medium is what I'm thinking. H, L, and M. Of course, it could be something completely different, but that's kind of interesting. Of course, then, like I said on the previous video, you can see on the ears where they were painted as a unit with something else. And you can see that there's a bracket that comes down here that's covering exactly where that paint is missing. So, very, very interesting piece of history here. I'm trying to keep it, you know, treat it with the utmost respect, because I have a feeling somebody's looking for this. You know, not the person that donated it, but definitely somebody that's either trying to restore or already has a restored one and this is missing. TBF or TBM. I mean, this looks as if it's a functional unit. I think you could bolt this thing right in and it would just go. My theory, and this is just a theory, just a total theory, is that this might have come out of one of the firefighting planes. And when I mentioned this on Bohica Ice's Discord, somebody had said that they did convert some of these planes to not have the ball turret after the war for the like National Guard use and stuff. So this could be one of those that just came out of a plane that they converted for firefighting use. Didn't need the ball turret. I mean, what do you need a ball turret for? You just need to look out if you're going to have an observer. And they're probably not sitting back there. They're probably sitting behind the pilot. You know, that's total theory. Have no idea. This is a military. Obviously nothing to do with any firefighting equipment. But it's in such good condition. I mean, you can almost feel the thing buzzing up there. You can almost feel it dive bombing on some Japanese transport ship or something, you know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, that's really all I've been able to find out so far, just by cleaning it a little bit. So if I have any other updates, I'll be sure to let you know. But for now, I think this is going to take pride of place in my collection. I don't know. It's something magical, truly magical. Like I said, the people that had it, they didn't know what it was. They thought it was some kind of industrial stepper motor. And I was inclined to agree until I saw that aircraft motor. You know, here, let me do that since this is a separate video. I keep forgetting. I think that everyone watches all my videos, but that's not always the case. So there's your numbers there, and that's the 5BA50 LJ22. That specifically names it to the Grumman TBF or TBM airplanes. If it was for any of the other ball turrets, it would have had a different number there at the end. They'd be 5BA50 whatever XXX, you know. So it puts it directly to that aircraft. It can't be for any other aircraft. These numbers I was never able to find anything about, but I'm guessing they're probably technical drawing numbers. So they probably appear in the technical drawings of the airplane. Same with these casting numbers up here. Kind of interesting that the companies involved are all still around. Kind of interesting. Well, I think that's probably enough of your time. Unless you have any other questions, you can feel free to put them down below, because like I said, I don't plan on getting rid of this thing at all. Now, I was going to also mention that this tab here, I think, is part of this mounting plate system, although I can't be positive. But you can see that it's underneath the black motor flange. So here's the flange here, and this attachment is underneath it. So maybe that's how this was held on. I don't know. It's missing. And it's missing on every other plane I've seen in every museum and everything else. Like I said, if you want to really see where this thing goes, check out Bismarck's video. I'll put a link up here. And when he gets in there from underneath, he passes right near this thing. He passes right next to it. It's right on his left-hand side, below the turret ring there. You can see the part where I think this part's taken off, and then there's this part is missing, or it's some weird like empty spot where this should be. But you can see exactly where it goes just based on the reference of this picture and what's in the video. So pretty friggin' awesome, like I said. Like, best thrift store find in my mind ever. Be like, you know, in my mind it'd be like finding, I don't know, like a 16th century katana or something, you know, at a knife show or something like that. You know what I'm saying. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't either. But that's where it is, my friends. That is so awesome. Not many of them left. So, thank you, Vet, and thanks for watching.